Morning. Should leave the old stream starting soon thing up here because I haven't actually launched Fallout yet. Can't be having any of that now, can we? So we're launching Fallout now, and then we'll be with this shortly. Today, in all honesty, I wasn't going to stream today. But gives me a chance to have a chat to you guys anyway, so I thought, what the hell. So, get you into the swing of things. Okay, we seem to be going. So, here we are. Not sure what I'm going to do today. I think I'm just going to mess about and do a few bits and pieces, just take it as it comes. I was explaining yesterday that I wasn't going to do a stream, and I just said again as much today. But it does give me a chance to have a chat with somebody, and it gets quite, yeah, morning. So not nice to see you. It gets a bit gutty being here on my own, so yeah, I am going to do something today. But I thought I'd just have a mess around today. I'm not really going to do anything major. If you're looking for big storyline plots and all that sort of thing, not going to happen. Today I just want to chill and do a few bits and pieces. Probably means going around picking up bits. Yeah, I really need some stuff for crafting and repairing, so we've got to do some of that, and running short of 45 ammo, believe it or not. I know what am I like. Now we're going to go in this shop and get our freebies first of all. We've got lots of freebies today. We've got skins. I wonder what's free in skins. Let's have a look, shall we? I've got Zorbo's paint. It's not free anyway. So what's free here then? I couldn't see anything that was free there. Please let me know if I'm missing anything. But can't see anything that's free as yet. No, I'm not worried about that. Not too much worried about camp stuff that's free either. Photo mode. No. All I'm really concerned about is utilities, to be honest. Yeah, I just want to chill today. What is your name, by the way? Have you got a name I can use apart from Sight Night? It sounds a bit cold. You can tell me a name I can use. Doesn't matter if it's not your real name, but what do you prefer to be called? Oh, carry weight booster, lovely. I've also got to go to the scoreboard because I found there's several I haven't claimed yet. Diana, okay, thank you Diana, I appreciate that. I always feel a bit silly using people's on-screen names. I know they've chosen them for a reason. Oh, I've got re-rollers. Re-rollers are good. I don't really know what a re-roller is, but basically it means when you're doing your dailies, you can actually roll them again so you find an easier one. Can I claim that? No, I can't. That's the next one. Right, so let's get on and do a few bits and pieces. Also, I wanted to have a chat with you all about. Believe it or not, I lay in bed and I think about stuff like this, which is not what you usually do in bed. You usually sleep, but I don't. Sometimes I'm wide awake in the middle of the night thinking about stuff. And last night I was thinking about all this Fallout stuff. Now, there's like a 1950s vibe going on. Now, bear in mind, 1950s, I was, if you take 1951 as a baseline, I was 10 years before I was born, so I've got perhaps a better viewpoint on than most on whether it's a good vibe or not. The 50s stuff lasted into the 60s as well. So maybe I'm closer to the sort of era this is set in. However, I'm led to believe the bombs didn't drop till 23rd century. So why a 50s vibe, I don't really know. But what the hell, it is what it is. So, first of all, we're going to go to Green Country Lodge, and we'll carry on with this fascinating conversation later. Go to Green Lodge and get some lead if we can, if it's there. There's a part of the Green Lodge that has got lots of lead stuff in it. Yeah, so 1950s, yeah. It's got that 50s feel to it. You wouldn't feel very sort of short-changed if you thought this was a scene in a 1950s movie. So, the question I've got to ask is, this is 1950s and we're all obsessed with the bomb, as they were indeed in the 1950s. Oh, missed that completely. And why, oh why, is it the fact that the bombs were supposed to have dropped in the 23rd century? You would have thought all this would be very futuristic, so I'm not entirely sure why they decided to set all this in the 23rd century and still maintain that. Yeah, it could be like that, but it still seems right. It's a bit of a dichotomy in that it's 1950s style everything. Maybe there was a revival just before the bombs fell, who knew? Anyway, the other thing I was thinking about was the political situation. Now, presumably, and I think I was reading up that all the bombs dropped from all nations, i.e. the Russians, the Chinese, or the USSR as it was. Although it wasn't the USSR then, it'd probably be Russia now, but all nations supposedly dropped their bombs at the same time. So this is presumably happening in Russia, China, America, UK, and I believe there is a Fallout London mod being developed for Fallout 4. But my question still remains, a bit of light on the subject. Oh, there's still some lead here, good, I'll look into that. Question still remains about why it's set in this weird 50s era. And if all of them drop the bombs, why is it always the Chinese that are the only ones mentioned as having dropped the bombs? Indeed, down below Appalachia is supposed to be a Chinese spy area, which you'll come across if you follow the Foundation quest line. That's the word I was looking for. You can tell why I want to chill today, because at the moment, basically, I'm slurring words and everything. It's to do with the stroke. I'm not drunk or anything, don't worry. Yeah, so if all of them dropped the bombs, which they did, supposedly, then why are the Chinese just the only ones getting the blame? I mean, obviously the West must have done their part. So that's one question. Other question is, trying to work out where I've got to go down here. The other question that comes to mind quite regularly is, why on earth, in a scenario where we've virtually blown up the world, is it a mission of the overseer of Vault 76 to find all the nuclear weapons and get them in control of the basically America? Surely it's difficult. If we've blown up the world, then surely they would feel like, well, perhaps we ought to find a different way of settling our differences in future, not let's go down the same old path all over again, which seems to be what they're doing. And of course, the end game of Fallout 76 is that you are supposed to launch nuclear weapons. That's part of the end game. So all this is going to start all over again. It's very confusing. You just don't understand why they're doing it. There's concrete there. I'm not sure whether I want to take that. I know you can scrap it. The main thing I wanted was the lead today, and that's so that I can repair so that I can make ammo, because I am seriously running out of ammo. Now all that lead's condensed down to about a quarter of its size, but you're still carrying. And that's another thing that breaks immersion for me just a little bit in this game, is that you're supposedly carrying, if this was pounds, you're carrying 129 pounds of ammo and bits and pieces and junk and everything, and it's all in that backpack. Yeah, I know it's silly. I know this is a made-up world. I know everything about the fact that I'm just nitpicking, but it's little things that I think about when I'm thinking about these games. Now I'm under-encumbered again. I should be able to go straight to my camp. That's the main thing I wanted to pick up this morning, because I'm really running short for 4-5 and my main weapon is the Victor. By the way, if you go to Twitch, you may have noticed that I've started actually putting the pictures that I use as thumbnails for YouTube on the Twitch as well. I actually managed to work out how to get the photos off my phone, which is where I did the editing, and onto the computer. So from now on you'll be seeing those game specific you'll be seeing those game specific bits and pieces. Right, so let's make some ammo while we can. I've got to make 4-5 this time. Always assuming ammo. Why can't I make 4-5 now? Oh, I'm annoyed now. I've got no gunpowder. Right, okay, so we're going to need acid and stuff. See if we can make some gunpowder here. So, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go around and pick up bits and pieces, like I said. I'm just going to go around picking up stuff. That's the easiest way of doing it. I also need, for my armour, there's a piece of my armour which needs repair. And to do that, which one is it? Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one, must be that one. I could have sworn I needed a bit of armour repaired. How peculiar, perhaps I did it last time then. Okay, I'm being silly, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, perhaps it was a gun that needed repairing. I know something needed repairing, I hadn't got the stuff to do it. Let's have a look at that. Yes, the fixer. That needs a little bit of repair. I'm not doing it now. The slug buster's getting a bit. The slug buster I'm going to repair now if I can. No, I can't. Okay, so we need to definitely go and pick up bits and pieces. So we're going to go for a nice long run round the wasteland, picking stuff up, because I like picking stuff up. I enjoy it. It's chilling. Chilling, no, not chilly. Although chilly is a good word at the moment. It's bloody freezing in the UK. For summer, it's absolutely wasted. Well, summer it's just not happening, is what it comes down to. So, should I change some fixer again? Now I've got ammo for it. Let's have a look at how much ammo we've got. Weapons fixer. We've got 500, so I still would prefer to have more than that. I prefer to have at least 1,000, so we use the slug buster for the moment. And then hopefully we can repair at the end of the session today. Now this we can make some stuff out. I'll get scrap. It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. Okay. So Diana, do you play games at all? Or is it just something you like watching? I know you said you played played mobile games, but I don't remember whether you said you played anything on the computer. whether I can claim this straight away, because normally if there are enemies about you can't claim them, but these you can claim sometimes straight away. So we'll claim that. Yeah, looks like there's no enemies about. Meantime, we'll go off and do a few other bits and pieces. There's critters in here. I'll tell you what we do need. We need ammo. So I might go off and get some. I know exactly where I can get some from. Right, okay, you're on PS4. I've got, I don't know, I'll probably mention I've got PS4, an Xbox and a PC. Not because I'm particularly rich, but because at a certain point my mother died and left me a little bit of money and I could afford to buy the three, but I can't afford to buy any new stuff. The big one I bought was the was the PC. I bought that last year for £800 from the son. And that's probably the last game machine I'll be able to buy, in all honesty. Oh, what's this? Nuke 4. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, that's probably the last machine I should buy. Especially in light of something my wife said to me today. Apparently, we don't have a car at the moment. I gave my car up because I had health issues, which are now possibly sorted, because cars have progressed so far that you don't need to have mobility in your neck quite as often. And I also gave it up because it's too expensive. And the wife has said to me now that she wouldn't mind at some point getting a very sort of a smart car so she could drive it as well. A smart car, so we could insure it and so we could. It wouldn't be so expensive to run, which is another reason we gave up the car in the first place. And now she said she was getting another one, which rather threw me, because I thought she was dead set against the idea, to be honest, but there you go. So yeah, I definitely won't be able to afford any more games machines now, I don't think. Let's go and scrap all this lot. I must admit, the one thing I did resent in my life was that we got rid of my car. I used to love that car. We had to jump in and go places and do things. And I haven't had one now for getting on 10 years. So. Right. So let's see what we've got here. Toolbox. Oh, no, I didn't come here for that. I want to go down here. That's where I want to go. And I want to see if I can make. Yeah, so let us know if you're playing, and let us know what you're playing, Diane. If you want to tell me, I can probably relate to that. Because I played a lot of games on PS4. I think at the moment my collection of PS4 games is very small. I've only got about 5 games now. Best one of all is Witcher 3, and if you ever play any game on a PS4, play Witcher 3. It is fantastic. You know what it's like from Sam, but play it over again from the beginning. Honestly, you wouldn't be disappointed. I know you watch it being played, but it's not the same as playing it yourself. Smelting, what can we do with that? Lead scrap. Get some lead out of that, so we'll do that. Right, so what we're going to do now is I need some acid, and the reason I need acid is because I've got a lot of ore which is taking up a lot of weight in my stash. Now I happen to know where I can find some acid, and it is right the way over here, so it's going to cost us a lot to get there, but what the hell. What's this we've got going? Oh, this is a fun one. Yeah, I'm going to do that, and then we're going to get the acid. This one I feel they invented just for comedy value because it's great. I mean, at the end of the day, Diana, just ignore me. You play what you like, but I just go on what I enjoy. I mean, it depends. It largely depends on what you. What have I got to fix? Oh, something's already. What am I doing. At the end of the day, you play what makes you happy, it makes fun. Do you know what? I want to go and shoot myself straight away. It depends on what you enjoy. If you enjoy playing a game, then play it by all means. But Witcher is a good game. That's all I'm saying. Right. Is there anybody else here? Oh, a picture. It's well worth a go. I mean, the game when it initially came out was absolute rubbish, and I will say, from someone who didn't actually play it, so I really am.
Well, I think we're ready to get this jamboree going. Light the fire, moonshiner,
Oh, here we go.
and try not to shoot each other.
Right, we've got to go and do this game thing now. Right, defeat the Liberators. Okay. So I'm just trying to work out what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, I mean, the beauty of this game.
Don't forget to fill the top with that sizable salamander venom.
The beauty of this game is that it is social as well. I mean, if you were to start playing this game, I would gladly join in with you and maybe play a game, play a few. I can't talk properly today. I'll shoot myself immediately. This gets you acid as well, which is another reason why I'm doing it today. There you go. And on down. Yeah, I mean, I would gladly join in a session or two of Fallout with you if you did join the game. Although with different time zones that might be odd, it might be a bit difficult. This hillbilly sort of twangy banjo music, it carries on all the way through this event. Where's he gone? Damn, I nearly had him. Sorry, I'm not going to be talking much all the time this goes on because I've got loads of stuff I need to do in this. Also, I mean, if I could, I would have the radio playing on this because the radio on Fallout 76, and particularly on I can't concentrate on saying, particularly on one of the channels plays a lot of old-fashioned 1950s remixes of songs and so on, but they are pretty good. But I can't have the radio on while I'm playing because I get banned from, or I get copyright bans from YouTube if I do. apologise for the fact that I'm barely coherent this morning. I do apologise completely for that. I don't know why. This is one reason why I wasn't sure whether I wanted to do a stream today. But in the end I thought I might as well. Right, looks like I'll leave it to everyone else. Yeah, I think this is part of the stroke thing, basically, that causes this. So sometimes if I get overexcited all the time, I get really incoherent. Oh, another one over there. I'm really going to have to scrap that. Luckily, I did see a workbench over in one of those buildings, so it's easy enough to find a workbench to scrap. If anyone comes to my rescue. Okay, so we respawn. I'll find out where it is. I don't know what bluegrass is exactly, but it sounds like it could be fun. YouTube is silly, yes they are very silly. Yeah, that's okay, whatever you need to do, I'm just only pleased that you came to see me today. Really, any viewer is a good viewer, and you particularly, welcome Diana. You've been very loyal to the channel. I don't even see what I'm doing now. I'm dead, that's why. I've got a couple of law views. David Young's, Rasta David is busy doing his own thing, so yeah, that's fair enough. And Diana has been quite happy with my stream for ages. if you can deal with this. That's the other good thing about this game. Sometimes I'm good at this, sometimes I'm hopeless at it, but you can always respawn and carry on. Damn. What was I saying about dying? Oh, dearie me. Tough one today. I don't recall it being this tough before. There it is. Tell me about it. Right, this one's a gold.
I can't believe my eyes. If I had tears up, I would cry at a moment like this. Such a wonderful moonshine jamboree.
Right, I've got my caps back anyway. Right, next. We'll have to help someone else and dive myself. I should have enough acid to do loads of ammo now. So that's all we're over and done with. We'll go over and see if we can pick anything up. I very much doubt it though. I was going to go and get some acid, but I think I've got quite a bit now. So where's my ammo thing? Out the front here somewhere. Excuse me, rubbing my nose like that. Now, where did I see? Must be in here. Brewing station, that's no good. Chemistry station, we should be able to create. Oh, should be all the junk's gone. And there's one over there. Let's get out this power armor first of all. I often wonder what I look like to other people who are playing the game. Let's see what we can make, if anything. I think we lost all the junk stuff because we've got no stuff to make ammo with. So, I'll have to go and try and find what's junk, if you'll pardon the expression. There it's gone. Okay, let's have a look around. There's bound to be some stuff around here anyway. I think I just lost all the acid that I got from that. Oh, we'll have a look at my junk and see how I'm doing. Have a look at my junk. Yes, maybe we could have phrased that better. I mean the junk on here, of course. You with your dirty mind, everybody, that's what's doing it. Yeah, I've got nothing. Okay, so we just carry on and pick up bits and pieces, and I'll go and see if I can find some acid elsewhere. What's this? I can scrap that down. Soon find out. Need the steel anyway. Or leather we could do with. Right, that would do. Don't use 556 or anything like that. Right, let's see what we can scrap down. We can drop the rest. Junk, no, there's nothing we can do there. So let's see if we've got any acid from that. Waste acid, yeah, that's good. Okay, so I'm just going to wander around doing bits and pieces today. I'm not really going to. We need that. Chapter 7. I'm dropping stuff. Feeling I'm going to need to repair my gun. Now I've got adhesive in various bits. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Still no workbench repair. Why not? Got adhesive, I've got one. And copper. Right, I know where to get copper from, but I'm going to have a wander around here first. If I don't go and do it soon, remind me where I need to go and get copper. Have a look at that. Need to see about the rad stacks. Don't want those. I've never really used any throwing ammo like Molotovs or grenades. Don't really feel the need. I die regularly anyway, what's the point of having a grenade? Play music there, don't really fancy that. Now this gets you some screws. Need more money. Need cola, they're quite heavy, but never mind. Oh, why can't I have a flamingo? I want a flamingo. Loads of cans, they get you lead. I'll have those. There's so much lead, I don't know what to do with it all in a minute. Right, that's all that. Then we go over there and scrap that lot. Has this got? No, it hasn't got a. No. There's been a fusion core, I would have been interested in that. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, I was thinking while you were gone about various bits and pieces, but music in particular. Music has always been a big part of my life as well. Although I tend to more towards popular music, I suppose you'd call it. I like a bit of country and western, or country and western inspired stuff. But mainly, I mean, my tastes go back to the sort of 60s and early 70s. Well, 60s and 70s generally, actually. At the moment, all I'm doing is just nipping around picking up bits and pieces because I need some. Oh, look, there's another one. I've got to be careful with this gun because if I don't. Oh, I've got another gun actually. I've got to be careful with this gun because it's nearly out of its condition, nearly dead basically. drop those, don't need those, as explained previously. What's this overkill? Nothing much. Right, this is a pretty good gun though. And it shoots, it goes through ammo like nobody's business. See what I mean? And I died from acid, lovely. As I was saying about the music in this, actually, it was quite nice to play this game with music going on in the background, but then when I first started streaming, I streamed it with the radio switched on in the wastelands, and I got a copyright claim, and it was for I can't remember what song it was now. One of the songs was claimed by a copyright claim in Russia. I had no idea who, but this guy didn't like the idea that I was using it, obviously, and put a copyright claim in, so basically if I'd monetise that video, which I didn't, he could claim the cash. So not good. Now where was all the rest of the junk? Over here somewhere. There it is. I tend to forget that junk is also a colloquial name for a dead man's genitalia, shall we say. So you'll have to excuse me if I do that. What's a note over here? Is it a note? Raiders journal entry. Don't even want to take that, so we're just tabbing it. Right. Now, somewhere around here, I've got to go back to the 391. I was saying I want to repair my other gun that I've been using, but in order to do that you need copper, and I'm always running short of copper, and it's not an easy thing to find in this game. So what I'm going to do is go over to wherever these benches were, other ones, scrap everything I've got, and then repair my gun. If I can, if not I need to go and get copper from somewhere else. Why haven't I got anything? I've picked up loads of stuff. Never mind, never mind. Now you'll see what I mean. I'll go back and do this again so you can understand why I say I need copper. I want to repair. Recovered from snotty. Well, why not? I want to repair this. No, this. As you can see, the condition is nearly gone. In order to do that, no, I didn't want to do that. In order to repair it, I need copper. I think, yeah, and adhesive. So we know where to get some copper for a start. Okay, that. Escape from there, and we're going to go get some copper, if there's any about, in this place over here, which is also going to cost me a lot to get to. Never mind. Here, Landview Lighthouse. Apparently, this. Oh, I'm over encumbered, of course I am. Apparently, this is a real place. Landview Lighthouse is a real place. So there you go. Now I want to go, in that case I want to get to the railway station, which is over that way. So I won't be able to go there just yet. Told you it was going to be a bit bitty today, didn't I? It's going to be all over the place actually. I must admit I'm quite lucky in that my wife does work full time. So basically I can work part-time. This time tomorrow I will be working. I start at 10 till 4 tomorrow. Berkeley Springs. Yeah, right. Come on, jump up there, you idiot. Right, now the reason I came here is because somewhere around here there'll be one of these exchanges to get rid of legendary stuff. Now you will see that you can exchange for script, which I've at present got 1,607 of, whatever that is. So don't use that. Don't use that. I'm not keen on that. I'm not keen on that. So I've now got like 1,669 to roll legendary stuff with, but most of the stuff I've got at the moment I'm quite happy with. So, we still need copper. I should be under encumbered now. Still need doing 61. Why am I still over encumbered? It's overkill for some reason. It's not showing in the exchange. Why is that not showing in the exchange? Perhaps if I went to weapons and did it. Ah, there you go. Something else that hasn't been shown up in. Oh, never mind. We get there in the end. So something is weighing me down. I can't work out what it is. So what we need to have a look at is what is weighing me down. So I've only got the normal guns. Rad stack wing, I think. Moonshine. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff under food and drink. That's what's weighing us down. The gold venom. So we'll get rid of that. That should hopefully take us down quite a lot. We'll have some ant meat. More ant meat. Drop the black water brew, we don't need that. Have some canned dog food and some more. Carry weight booster, we might need that in a minute, we'll see. Drop the moonshine. Gold corinnas, there's another one. Drop all the. There you go, down to 3, that is what was doing it. We'll have a Nuka-Cola. So now we can fast travel, and we're going to go to this, at last, says everyone, with a manic grin, we're going to go to this place. I will say one thing, I mean, of these two games, that's another one interesting thing. Perhaps maybe I think I've only got a day and watching at the moment, so maybe you can help me on this one. I've got Fallout New Vegas on here as a free game from Epic, and I'm thinking about you playing that as a third game to alternate with ESO and this one. Would you be interested in seeing Fallout New Vegas on the stream? It's basically like Fallout 4, but either an older or a newer one. I can't remember which it's before or after Fallout 4. But it's set in Vegas, obviously. Okay, well maybe I'll do that next time, then I'll do Fallout New Vegas, and then I can alternate 3 between each other. ESO is okay. I wouldn't say it's my favourite game. ESO is okay. I would say it's my favourite game, but it's a good game, and I will carry on playing it. But yeah, so I like to alternate. I mean, I like to keep it fresh. I mean, for some reason, I'm still not getting the viewers. Perhaps I'm just not as good at this as I thought I was. but I'm still not getting the viewers, so I want to try and find different ways of making the channel more available to other people. And playing alternating games seems to be a way of doing that to me, but we'll see. Okay. New Vegas is kind of weird, and I don't know. There are several different Fallout things being in the planning at the moment. I don't know whether you know, but there's a TV series which is being made by Amazon, I believe, or someone like that. That's Copper, by the way, I've just picked up, and they are, I think, wrapped filming now, and now they're trying to sort of do the editing and so on. So you may be seeing that soon, but again, unless you've got Amazon Prime, you probably won't see much of it. I'm hoping it might be on Netflix as well, because we've got Netflix. So that's the Fallout TV series, and it's looking quite good actually. Then after that, they're also apparently going to be doing, this is a mod for Fallout 4, it's called Fallout London, which is, as it suggests, is based in London, which is nice because you don't see many games based in England. But it is just oh, that'd kill him. It is just a mod, it's not a game in its own right. But they're also talking about Fallout 5. Now Fallout 5 will be eventually released, but Bethesda are working on, obviously on Starfield, which releases next month hopefully. And then after that they may be working on Fallout 5, although it's not 100% sure. But there's already quite a bit. I mean, I could start Fallout 4 again. I don't really want to, because Fallout 4 I've played in various forms about 6 or 7 times now, and I played it virtually to completion at least twice. Yeah, this is what. Okay, I'm going to stop playing for a moment to explain a bit about my strategy. I mean, this is, as I've said many times, this is just a hobby. I play the games, I might as well stream them to people, talk to people such as yourself who enjoy it. It's never going to set the world on fire. I would like to take it further. I would eventually like to do this as a job and be able to give up work at my place of work entirely, but it's not going to happen. Based on this. However, it is a bit disheartening sometimes that I stream today, I'm streaming to one viewer. Now I get more viewers from the recorded versions on Twitch, and also, as you say, from back catalogue on YouTube. I'm not sure what you mean by monetised channels are getting a fair bit of income based on older video views. I don't think anyone can claim monetisation, but I'm not monetised. That's the thing, you have to reach a certain point before you can become a partner, or whatever they call it, and that would involve having about 100 followers. Now the most I can claim is I've got 30 odd on Twitch, and you need at least 100 to even begin monetising, and you also need to have a certain amount of views on all your videos. So that's not going to happen for the foreseeable future, unfortunately. But I'm quite happy doing what I'm doing, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's a social thing more than anything. Just to explain the situation, my wife, I believe we discussed this before on the stream, my wife decided when I had all my health issues that she didn't want me working full-time, so I ended up working part-time while she took on the full-time role. And I do the housework as well. I mean, I don't expect her just to go out and work full-time while I sit on my backside all day. But it does mean that I get a lot of free time. So this is therapeutic for me. I don't get lonely, but say I can do so much stuff. I can go out and I can get about, but I don't feel that I can. I use this as a way of establishing. What's the word I'm looking for? It's just an outlet. but it would be a bit more heartless to me if I was getting more than one viewer every stream, and that's not happening, unfortunately. So, danger. What's dangerous? Mole rat. So, let's just see if we can fast travel and go back to camp, get rid of all the stuff we've got so far. Lovely cabinet. And a scary clown. You'd be amazed though, some people, and I count among friends, I'm calling a team actually, some of my friends on here are actually playing this game sort of pretty much day in, day out. What I was going to do, I was going to do this C thing. Right. I'm going to join a casual team. Right. Apparently get more experience points if you're joining a team. Oh, look at that lot. There's me 133 and there's them, they're 959. Oh, come on, baby sister gear. I don't want to talk to you just yet. Right, so let's see if we can make some explosive first of all. Yeah, we can make 15 gunpowder. We can make a lot more than that actually, we have loads of gunpowder. And then, with a bit of luck, we can go over here and make some ammo. We can make some 4-5 at last. Lovely. How much can we make of that? Oh, lots. Right. That's that. Now, what else do we need? The adhesive for the gun. If I remember rightly, it was adhesive anyway. Just check what we need. Adhesive now, just adhesive. So, what I'm going to do to get that, it's rare enough that I think it'd be pretty boring for you guys if I was to do it the old-fashioned way, or would it? I'm going to try going to one train station and see what they've got, see if Morgantown has got any. Yeah, the other thing that I wanted to do with, which I've now done this morning, is to create some kind of brand image on Twitch and on YouTube so that people know they've reached the right place, which is why I've made the Grandad Does logo specific to each game, and when I do Fallout New Vegas I will do another logo for that, so that people know when they reach Twitch that this is the right one. Somebody, while I was at work the other day, asked me if about streaming, about playing games. I told them my streams, and they said they would follow me on Twitch. And only when I got home I realised I told them the wrong name. I said Grandad Does Games, but I forgot to mention it's D-U-Z as opposed to D-O-E-S. So basically, they probably went to the wrong place entirely. Whereas, if I tell them about the logo, then they may be more aware of the brand. And I am trying to do that on a regular basis now, make that logo the brand name sort of thing. Unfortunately, it's the Pip Boy, and I don't want to get copyrighted on that one. Didn't want to do that as a stash. Right, let's see what we can sell here and see if he's got any adhesive for a start. Bulk adhesive, look at that. Right, so I'm going to get lots of that because I use a lot of that. 13, you can actually get all 5. Yeah, we'll have all 5 of those. I'm also going to get some ballistic fibre because I need to repair my armour sooner or later. So we can scrap all that and put it away. And scrap. Plan ready. So I'll go ahead and stash that not before I lose it in a fight. Try that again. Why did it not let me store? Better. Oh, stash is full. Oh dear. That's probably what it is then. Offline gunpowder. Right, so. Have to do something about this stash then. Oh, lovely.
Be sure to stop while you can.
Let's go to some stuff. Really, I need to be looking at this though. Why have I got so much stuff in? Oh, because I'm ammo. I wonder. Sort my weight. So aluminium will weigh the most. So let's take that. Right. 50 bobby pins. Well, they don't weigh much, but I think we might do with about 25 of those. 0.3. Alright, I think I'm going to get rid of the ore because that's taking up a lot of weight. But where is it? That's the question. Ah, there it is, miscellaneous. I'm keeping the ultrasite. Right, so let's see what else we can do with this now. This stash to get rid of it. What is it we've got in here that's taking up a lot of weight? See, we can scrap that. We can scrap the syringer. Scrap that, scrap that. Scrap that, scrap that. That. All this stuff is taking up weight. I don't know what it's doing in there. Scrap that. I've got all this crap in that we shouldn't have in here. Look at this rubbish. How did I put that in there? All this is stuff I've recently picked up. That weighted 0.25 per meter. Get on that. What's that doing in there? This is all stuff I picked up recently for some reason. I don't know why it's appearing in here. Don't need that much. It's turned into a very strange thing today. Waste all we could do is psychomatics. Excess adhesive. Okay. Right, I think that'll do. So what we're going to try and do now is scrap as much as possible. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier on about all the weight you get. It's ridiculous. I mean, you're carrying the equivalent of about 5 typewriters, 3 fans, all in that little backpack. Right, here we go. So, scrap all junk for a start. Scrap that down. Scrap that down, scrap that down. Right, now most of this stuff's going to be miscellaneous, I would imagine, because I'm alright with that, I'm alright with that. Weapons, yep, armour. Can't scrap any of that anyway. Food and drink. Aid. Notes. Junk. Nothing. Okay, that's fine. So most of this is either going to be ammo or stuff we can sell. So first of all, let's go and store all the stuff we just scrapped down. Hopefully we're still only at 1169 out of, yeah, it's okay. Ooh. Oh dear, having one of those days today. Yeah, I know. So what we're going to do is, what were we going to do? Oh yeah, try and sell stuff, wouldn't we?
Requisitions now available.
Okay, so inventory. Right, that's all 0. That's no problem. Any weapons? No, it doesn't want to buy any weapons. Armour, no. Apparel, no. Food and drink. Right, so we'll get rid of those and those. Otherwise, it's just going to end up being we're over encumbered again. That way is.
Don't take the wasteland without the proper supply.
We'll drink some of that in a minute. Get rid of that. And that. Okay. Getting up on the stim pack, we still keep some of those then.
Free supply here, citizen.
None of that. He doesn't buy that sort of stuff anyway. That's some notes, that doesn't weigh anything. Mods. I'm sure I picked up a mod, but that's disappeared now.
Now
And
available.
right, so we're going to go into ammo and see what we can drop there. Drop some of that. On that. Getting up to 900 now on the 45, we do need that. Get rid of that. Fusion core, we've got 5. Shotgun shells we can get rid of. So we're doing alright. Okay, so how much have we got now? 3,000. This is cats have gone right down. Never mind. Now, copper. Have we got enough yet for the repair of the gun? Let's go and find out, shall we? Back on the beat is rubbish. The Slugbuster is the important one that we repair because that is the one, that's my backup gun. And the Fixer, which is my main gun, is okay, but I've only got 900 bullets for it. So what I'm going to do now is see if I can repair the Slugbuster. What a lovely name for a gun, isn't it? Slugbuster. The Slugbuster. Yeah, I know what you mean. Copper is very rare. Now, let's see if we can repair this gun. Now, the big moment. Ta-da! There it is, look, workbench repair. Okay, so that's repaired. And then we find out whether it's getting very cold in here. I think the weather's gone downhill again.
It's always good to see you around, friend.
I don't know what she's doing. She's always using things in there. Right, thank you. Let's see if we can craft any more ammo. We can do some more 45, lovely. Only one. That should take us up near the 1,000. When your method of fighting involves shooting anything that moves, you need all the ammo you can lay your hands on. So, I'm going to swap back to the drop that. Yes. There's a reason I need that. I can create another one anytime. So I'm going to go back to the fixer. Okay. And then what I'm going to do next. There was a place that I needed to go for another mission, and I need to look this one up, so bear with me. It's Camp Venture. Let me just see if I can pull the mission up on here. I think I've already got it. So, oh, follow the overseas journey. So where does it actually say next? Is Camp Venture, which is down here somewhere, I think. Let's see. No. McClintock. Well, McClintock, where is it? It's in the forest, which is... Oh, should we do that first? Be a bit more exciting for you guys. Oh, this is a good one. I like this one. This is in Nuka World on tour, and basically it's a fetch quest, but you'll see it's quite good. Right, let's get back into my armour. Waiting for a few people to turn up. Okay, we're off.
pick up behind the station crack. Just like the good, you're back to the way. I've been checking. Well, I've been wrong. 30 loudly wrong.
In case you haven't gathered, the idea is to loot all these people and put it in a wagon in the centre. And when that happens, something comes along. Oh, loot them also. Didn't see that one. When that happens, something comes along and tries to nick it all out of the wagon. And that's when the shooting starts. The thing about this is you don't have to necessarily shoot everything. Basically, you can steal. I've run out of here. Why did I run out of here? It's going to explode.
You're going to see it, partner. Take your prizes and ride off into the sunset. Or maybe over to the dispensary plant for a victory round of ice cold Coca-Cola. You'll come back and play again.
Right. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Everyone's running over now because the scrappage places are over here. First what I'm going to do is get rid of all the legendary stuff I've got. Right, next. No thanks. Don't want a balloon.
I like your cake.
I was under the impression that I didn't die in that one. Hello, something's happened. I'm moving my mouse, but nothing is happening. Ding, ding, ding. Ah. So,
How can I make your day more fun?
well, not locking the game up will be good. Over there. I was under the impression I'd gathered quite a bit of stuff in there, but obviously not. Right, let's go back and see what we can find in here. Make sure my armor's back where it should be, and there it is. Don't know what happened there, the game locked up. Right, so what we're going to do, we're trying to follow the overseas journey. Apparently there was, Camp McClintock. Map, and there it is. So it's in the forest region, which is over here, and it's near this river. It's near a river, which I think is in this area, and then this way, I think. Right, it's near a lake, we know that. Ah, New Gad. That's near. And outside, there it is, Camp McClintock. The reason I'm going there, no, PC's never overheated yet. Sometimes it happens a lot when you're watching someone play this as well. There's a guy, an American guy, who's playing this at the moment, and his PC keeps locking up as well. It's to do with server lag and so on, I believe. The PC gets hot. I've never known it touch wood, as they say, to overheat yet. No doubt one day it probably will. Complete basic training. Oh, didn't even know I got that one. Okay, give us a clue then. Where do I go? Okay. I've already got that one. Okay. I don't know what this recruitment blues is, because I'm actually done all the Brotherhood of Steel quests. Done them all. Finished. In fact, I've been to Fort Defiance as well, so I don't know what's going on there. So you had to talk to this guy to join up, and I've already joined up, so I don't know what's going on there, unless it's this other one here. But there's nothing marked with a. I've done this one already, so I don't know what they're going on about. Anyway, one thing I came here for was to try and pick up the Overseer's trail, and the only thing that I can see now that I may not have is down at Site Alpha, which I believe is Charlie. No, that's not the one. Where's Site Alpha? There's 3 of them. Safe and clean disposal. Site Alpha possibly down here. Where's Hancock? Camp Alpha. Now I'm going into the Devil's Armpit here. Basically, this is the toughest area in the game. Everything will kill you instantly. I'm going to try and I'll swap my gun over in a minute if I get a chance. Well, it's a pretty good game, isn't it, really, at the end of the day. Oh, there it is. I was hoping I was going to bring down that scorch beast, but I didn't. It's gone now. So, there you go. Somebody wins, somebody. Oh no, there it is. I bet it's full health again now. Yeah. That's annoying. It's back to full health again. I've got it down quite low. Mind you, most people only take on a Scorch Beast with a team, so... oh, damn. There's 2 bobby pins gone, it must be further down this way. At least. Oh, all for a hammer and a camera. Okay. Oh look, bobblehead. I've got an extra one of those in. That's interesting. I'll look at this in a minute. Oh. So my ultrasite's all intact, but I've got an extra. Yeah, that's peculiar. Everything's okay on that. Yeah, but I've got an extra ultrasite arm. Very strange. No, it's not showing at all. Just check something. Yeah, everything's there. Obviously I can't scrap it then. can I? It's taking up weight. No, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe time will tell. Now, where are we looking here? No, I'm not doing that without a team around me. Don't know what to do now. Well, that's not going to work, is it? Right, I think I'm going to try and go back to a camp again. Assuming I can. Oh. Feels like it. Absolutely tired out actually. Right, next thing I've got to do is I've got a new bobblehead. And I don't know if I'm going to show you this, you might have seen it. This is my the other bit of my camp which I don't go into very often. And that is over over here. One thing which I mentioned briefly a minute ago, which is quite good today, is that I took on a Scorched Beast on my own. Normally I run as soon as I see those things, because on your own you might as well give up now. This is my collection of bobbleheads. Getting bigger because I sold them all at one time. I don't know why I did that, but I did. So I'm building them up again now. Yeah, normally I run away from the Scorched Beast immediately I see it. Today, not so much. I thought I'll give it a go. And I will take it on as a team, definitely. And I will come out of my armour here. And I will check. It's still saying I've got the blue ultrasight. I'm sure I haven't. Let's try scrapping it. Now I'm out of the armour. Scrap all the junk. And no, still says I haven't got one. Okay, not going to worry about it. Unless it's taken up a lot of space, it's not. I'm only on 216 now, so it's not a problem. Probably rectified itself by the time it comes in next time. Yeah, we've got all the bits we need for that. Okay. I'm not sure what to do now. Oh dear. Yeah, regarding your comments on overheating earlier on, most PCs don't overheat unless they're getting on a bit. My son explained it to me because he's got an IT degree, and he explained it to me in simple terms as the fact that most PCs have got a means of throttling back if they get to temperatures that are too high. So most PCs shouldn't overheat. However, it's not beyond the realms of possibility. It does happen.
Just can't shake these nightmares.
No, me either, love. What's this down here? Drop connection. That's boring. Let's have a look at the missions and see if we can pick out something we want to do. I say I need to fill out because I'll be finishing fairly shortly. Yeah, me too. I always keep my machines quite a lot as well. That's recruitment blues. No, I'm not interested in that. I've done that one already. Dailies. Let's look at dailies. That's really boring. Oh, that sounds nice and easy. Oh, no, I know what that one is. No, that is part of the... no, not good. Getting a lot of interference on the screen today. I don't know what's going on. The screen I've got is not that brilliant when it comes to shielding the HDMI. Either that or my cable's pretty poor. No, I'm not going to do that one. I thought that was a good idea, but it's not. All these days seem really boring. This is the problem with the game though, when you finish the main quest, is you have to keep searching for things to do. Right, so I think we'll stick with what we said we were going to do in the first place and just pick a random spot and start picking up some bits and pieces. I usually go to the same ones, so let's try somewhere different today. We go up here, so we go up there. Let's go to that one, random. I used to use, in my working life and at home, I used to use the old Windows 95 PCs. And they weren't allowed to run hot, basically there were all kinds of safeguards against that. But these days, I mean, the problem is that a GPU in a PC is a small computer in its own right. And that's what generates the heat, really. How many shots does this thing take to kill, for God's sake? Yeah, I mean, one thing you'll experience with Fallout 76 to a certain degree, and pretty much any other game, especially in my experience with the Dark Souls games, is that you burn out. And I'm not burning out on this game, but I'm playing it so much that I'm running short of missions, I'm running short of things to keep people interested, so that's why I thought I might play New Vegas and also ESO. And if any of the other games come along that I can play on the stream, then I will. But it's difficult to know what people want in a game. There's some people who just want you to play the same game over and over again, and again, I've got a launch and I've got various things I can do in this game, but they all require a lot of time. So it's nice to have something to swap over to. Right, that's that. Let's go and have a look somewhere else now. Oh, it's an outhouse there. I wonder what's in there. Looks exactly the same as any other outhouse. Wooden toilet roll, what a surprise. I don't know what you get from toilet roll, but it must be worth something, scrap wise. I wonder what we're looking at in that direction then. It's got the... yeah, will be, yeah. Okay, no, that's the daily. So we'll carry on where we're going, just carry on down this way till we hit something interesting. I think the other thing that I want to eventually have to do is play this game in the evening at some point, so that I can maybe team up with a few of you guys. I'm just wondering what this... Let's see what this Z guy's up to. Don't know how to do that. Never mind. Again, so I'm in join up with a team. Oh, actually completed the event without actually being there. Quite interesting. Sometimes it's nice to quite wander through this area, just marvelling at the graphics of the thing. I mean, when you think about it, being in a game like this, the people who programmed it have created a whole world, and you just wander through it, and I'm going to go and find something to shoot. You don't look and see what they put into it. Diane, you'll know that, Diana, sorry, you'll know that with Sam, when he's playing games, he's always marvelling at the state of the Fallout, state of the Final Fantasy games, and he's right. These people create marvellous worlds for us, and we just, yeah, that's right, isn't it? I wouldn't have the first idea how to do this, how to create a world like that. And when you think about it, everything like that is achieved in a 2D world. There's a lot of shooting going on down here. I wonder what that is. think we're liable to hit anything soon because we seem to be right on the edge of the map at the moment. Oh, I suppose we'll keep going that way and see what's going on down there. Yeah, I understand completely. You just want to marvel at the way they've created this world. I don't know whether it's just younger people or just people in general. I suppose there's different types of people in every walk of life, but they just don't seem to care that they're living in a world where you can have all these marvels. To them, they just take it for granted. And to a certain extent, there's no reason why they shouldn't take it for granted, but there's so much stuff in these worlds. Yeah, I mean, particularly, I'm not going to make tell you a massive, great story about this, but I was born in a house, and the house had 2 up, 2 down, no TV, just a radio. They used to call it a wireless in those days. Just a radio, no TV, no bath, no hot water. Everything was just basic. But we found some super mutants anyway. So, I mean, yeah, I understand completely what you're saying. They just don't appreciate the fact that we had nothing. As I said to you yesterday, the first program I wanted to watch was Batman. That was the height of my ambition. I've watched so much TV since then, but the height of my ambition then was to watch a 60s campy cartoony kids program. And now you can just switch a computer on and be taken to another country, another world, another dimension. And admittedly, it's all in the mind. It's all in what your mind's sort of telling you you're seeing, but it's still a marvellous thing. I've actually got a picture of that house, but I'm not going to show you on here, unfortunately. But it was a tiny little house. There's a bedroom that my sister and I shared, and then there's my mum and dad's bedroom. We didn't move into a bigger house until I was 11. I don't know what this is exactly, but let's have a look. Oh, it's not even listed. I've just hit a random camp somewhere. Right, okay. I hear another super mutant.
Going to be a good fight.
Yes. Oh, he jumped, did you see that? He actually jumped. Of course, there's no no, just kill him. I've done now. Oh no, there's the other one. What was I saying just now? Oh yeah, I bet there's no workbenches. Now, we're up put at the top of a cliff here. And there's one thing that's very important to know in this game. Let's have a look where we're going first of all. We're going back that way. We're going that way. So we're going west, which is completely in the opposite direction. So we'll go that way instead then. Oh yeah, we'll go up this. I'll just jump down and we'll go back up there again now. This game does tend to be a bit jumpy. I think it depends on what's going on the servers. I mean, it's either a network problem or I don't think it's a problem with the PC because it plays other games quite happily. I think there's a bit of a network error sometimes. Still going west, which is over there. We're over encumbered. Actually, what I'm going to do, I know I've saved me worrying about this, I can actually do use an item I've got, which is under miscellaneous, I believe. There it is, which is a scrap kit. And that's taking me down where I want to be. Okay. I need to do something in this second. I'm broadcasting to everyone at the moment. Right, I'm going to quit out for a minute and go back in again. Bear with me a sec. There is a reason to do it. TV, not really. If anything, I tend to watch YouTube because YouTube's got a lot of gaming content. I've been watching The Witcher TV program recently, but that's getting a bit boring. I find terrestrial TV and even to a certain extent the stuff that Netflix offers to be very samey. There was a time in my life when TV was mega important to me, where I really wanted to be watching what was coming the next week or the week after that. Now, not so much so. I just cruise through YouTube trying to find things that interest me. Mainly people playing games, believe it or not. Now, let's just see where we are. Oh, should we do that one? Yeah, let's do that. You know the old theory, I'm sure, about an infinite number of monkeys could create a script for Shakespeare if you gave them a typewriter. Well, the same goes for TV, really, doesn't it? You can only write so much, and then there's nothing else left to write, basically. And it's true to a certain extent. Stories, just stories, and once you've written stories, all the stories, there's nothing left. It's not quite reached that stage yet, but it's certainly getting there. Henry Cavill was very much a fan of Witcher in all its infinite glory, the games, everything, and he wanted to make sure that where am I being shot from? I think if this happened. Yeah, he was a fan of the games. He wanted to make sure that they were being treated as close to the source material as he could get. But apparently, from what I understand, he felt that the producers were moving away from the source material to the point that I'll go over there. To the point that he never wanted to be involved with it, and there were big arguments on set, as I understand as well. That's outside, it's no good. I'm not sure how you feel about modern TV, but I find a lot of it, right, without getting into too much social politics, I find a lot of TV is infected with this woke business. I'm not against anyone being cast as anything. I mean, if they're a fit for a role, then fair enough, but there seem to be a lot of people casting for other reasons, should we say. And I disagree with that. And also, I'm not a person who feels threatened by the fact that men are no longer treated in the way they used to be. And, I know men had it good at one stage, but I do feel that I don't know. I'm not going to go on with this because a lot of what I'm saying could be taken completely the wrong way, and it's not intended that it's taken the wrong way. So I won't. That's probably best if I don't just say anything. TV is certainly not something which I would recommend when you make the major role in your life, the major part in your life. It's something to be there. To be honest, I mean, my wife and I, there's a program called Midsummer Murders, and it's more aimed at middle-aged people like me and my wife than anybody else. Something up there, I've got to get out on the outside. And it's basically exactly what it says. It's the story of a sergeant and an inspector and a sergeant in the British police force in a town, in a county called Midsummer. It's going on, and they get lots of murders in this place. It's a kind of running joke. They get loads of murders in this small town. And that is something that we put on, and we just leave it on in the background while we do other things. It's not something we're watching at all. It's just there. So yeah, that's the sort of thing that we do. Well, there's another program which is up on the roof somehow. Another program is called Police Interceptors, and what it does is it follows a group of police crews on the motorway, and their job is to go and chasing drugged up youths in souped up cars, and it's very, very macho. And again, we just leave it on in the background. We don't take it, really, I'm not taking an awful lot of notice. It's just a voice in the background while we do other things. Not that my wife and I have got any problems in our relationship, it's just what we like to do. It's just like a comfort thing. It's an expensive comfort, TV, but there you go. Now I'm not going to get out on the roofs. I'll actually go out this way. workshop over there, so we'll go over there and have a look. Ah, says we've gone past it now. Where is it? Oh, there it is. We get points for activating the workshop, so. Oh, I've got to clear the enemies first. None of them's up there. So perhaps we get up. Clear that door there. So many stairs, you don't know where to go, do you? Let's try going up here again. Seems to be going in the right direction to get to the roof. Up there. And aha, here we go. There's one more to kill. See what I mean about getting through the ammunition? We had over 1,000 ammo. There it is. Oh, I can't bother trying to go and loot that guy. Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. Duh. So let's see if we can loot in then. Okay, so when we get down to the workshop, I think we can actually scrap there as well. But I might use one of the scrap kits just to get the weight down. One that we used just now. I've got 7 of the things. Caps. Ooh, getting 3 old caps like nobody's business at the moment. Oh, I won't worry about it. We don't even feel we owe the lot. Right, here's the situation about TV licenses, and it annoys a lot of people in this country. Can we do that? In the UK, the TV licence was designed to be an income stream for the national broadcaster. Couldn't make the BBC, which is a British national broadcaster, was not allowed to make money. Instead, they were people paid for a TV licence. Now, you weren't paying to have the TV. It wasn't a licence to own a TV because you could buy one of those quite happily. It was a licence to keep the BBC going, and they were supposed to be neutral, and they were supposed to be basically produce TV programmes that the British people would be interested in. Lately, they've taken to become, and this is going back to what I was saying earlier on before I stopped myself. Lately they've become very political and also have bought into woke culture, whatever you feel about that, they've bought into it, so they're no longer neutral. And a lot of BBC presenters have started on social media being activists for Marxism, for woke culture and so on. So the BBC is no longer independent. Now the law says that if you watch any BBC output whatsoever, be it live on a streaming service, you watch anything the BBC produces, you are supposed to watch. You're supposed to get a TV licence. Now I do, so I have a TV licence. But a lot of people are saying that, especially given the announcement, the BBC is going to be is going to stop being funded from the TV licence in the foreseeable future. A lot of people are saying they should stop paying for it now because they don't watch BBC. But that is a matter of opinion. they used to say that they had TV detector vans, and these detector vans could detect if you were using a TV within a building. This is all British, deep British history, I'm sorry about this. But there are some people who feel that TV detector vans were never able to do that. And that it was all lies basically to make you pay. However, for the moment, don't worry about a TV licence because the British are paying the TV licence quite happily. Most of them. You can just enjoy the programmes. I think eventually the BBC will be funded by subscription kind of thing rather than anything like that. Right, I'm going to do some scrapping if I can. I'm still having trouble with the old words, I'm sorry about this. In fact, where are we? Scrap kit, there we are. God, we're still overweight. Well, I'm getting out of it because there's going to be a lot of people coming to take over that thing in a minute. And then I'm going to find out why I'm overweight. Yeah, they are not neutral. I'm not sure if you're following the Doctor Who story recently, but how many weapons have we got? Oh, we've got loads. So, drop. I'm just trying to think what the best bet is here. I'm going to try and get a few bits. So we've got a minigun there, there's a weight, and grenade launchers. I'm dropping those because they're the ones that are taking up the weight. I forgot what I was saying now. Sledgehammer, I'm going to drop that. That should take me down a bit. We don't need any 5mm rounds, so we'll drop all those. Oh, I'm already there. Right, okay. Paul McGann only starred in one, as I recall. That was a TV film, which could have led. Yeah, you're right. It could have led on to a whole new. I'm sorry, you start talking, I'll go completely off on a tangent. Doctor Who was, I believe, running up till the 80s. The initial incarnation was 1963 to 1980 something, and featured the initial Doctor, then Patrick Troughton, then Tom Baker, then what's his name? One after Tom Baker, and Colin Baker was one, but the one after that was. My brain is literally gone. Bear with me. If you're interested in Doctor Who, I'll give you a quick potted history. Peter Davison. I'll come back to him later. That's the reason I'll mention him. Peter Davison was the one in between Tom Baker and Colin Baker. And then there was Sylvester McCoy. Now, Sylvester McCoy sort of had a bit of a bum deal because he was the last Doctor of the original series. So he was the one who oversaw the end of the original series. Then it went on hiatus for many, many years. Nobody thought it would ever come back, although the fans kept asking for it to return. It never did. And then in yeah, I was going to come back to that in a moment. But anyway, it came back in with in 2000 odd, and from then on it's been the new Doctor Who series, which is probably something you can look up. But Paul McGann starred in a TV movie which is in the middle of that hiatus, and everyone thought he was going to be the new Doctor, and it turned out not to be. But interesting thing about Doctor Who and Peter Davison and David Tennant is Georgia Moffat. Oh, I've got to remember. Georgia Moffat is Peter Davison's daughter,
Okay. Good to see you again.
which you've already got marked down there. And so basically she's the daughter of a doctor. She starred in one episode of the series called The Doctor's Daughter, and she is married to a doctor. So she's well in with the Doctor Who fandom. Right, let's see if we can repair. Oh no, we repaired the gun, didn't we? Did we repair the gun? Sure, we repaired the gun. Yeah, we did. Yes, Sandra Dickinson was in the original series in the Hitchhiker's Guide, yeah, which is another of my favourite ever too. Have you ever watched Good Omens as well? Good Omens is good. He's good. It was written by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. Oh, put some clothes on, woman. What's happened here?
Just a tool created by the USSA. If anything, feels good that you ended for something.
She was naked. I'll put her original uniform back on anyway. That was rude. Anyway, Good Omens was Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman book, and if you get a chance, either read the book or watch the TV show. It's quite funny. Very much in the Hitchhiker's Guide mode, if you know what I mean. Oh, so you know what I mean then. Yeah, excellent stuff. I must admit, I haven't seen Good Omens 2. I'm not entirely sure I will, because we've only got subscription to Netflix, and I believe that's on Amazon. So we probably won't get to see it. Right. Okay, now I've completely lost track of what I'm supposed to be doing at the moment. So I'm going to make sure that I'm okay for carry weight. We're okay on. I'm going to stash all my. I expect you'll guess what's coming up next. I'm going to stash all my stuff, and then check on my armour. If I repair, no, come on out of the way.
Sometimes I think I woke up in a pile of smoldering wreckage. Then I met someone, a stranger, and over time, well, that stranger isn't a stranger anymore.
Yeah, that's the one that needs repairing. I wonder if we can do that now.
Look, good food, or any of that.
Not a workbench repair.
I do know that
Worn up.
I won't change anything.
No steel. Okay, so we've got to look at that next time. And that. Yeah, I'll be going to myself in a moment, Diana. I need something to eat, basically. Okay, have a good day anyway. Enjoy the rest of your day. And hopefully I'll see you again. I won't be on there probably until next Tuesday. Right, I'm going to leave it there for now. It's been quite a long morning and I'm sort of needing a few bits and pieces like something to eat and drink and whatever. So thank you for watching. If you're watching me on Twitch, then please follow. And if you're watching me on YouTube and you're enjoying what you're seeing, then follow and or subscribe if you want to call it that, and like all those little things that make this channel better. In the meantime, have a very good day, and I'll